Good evening, everyone. So excited to see you all. If you can hear me loud and clear, just type I can hear you in the chat. Let me see you guys. And once you are joining, just say hi. Let me see you. Jediel, Danish, you're welcome. Julius King, you're welcome as well. You're all welcome. If you can hear me very clearly, type in I can hear you. We are starting right away because I don't want to um, delay any time here. So I'll just share my screen with you very quickly. Awesome. You can hear me. Thank you, Abioye. Right. So what I want to talk about today is how to make millions selling digital products. And basically, I'm going to walk you through everything from the very beginning, whether you know about this business before or you are just hearing about it for the very first time. So you are going to learn everything right in this place. Just give me a sec. Let me check. Awesome. So I just wanted to make sure everything is working very fine. Now, how to make money online with digital products. Now, this is something I've been doing for a very long time now. And what I want to do here is to share my experience with you and show you how you can get started and how you can turn this into a very profitable business for yourself. And what I'm about to show you, I've practiced it myself and I have results to show for it. And that's why I got my statement here. And as you can see, from January to December of 2020, this is over 16 million naira, all from the sales of different products. Let me show you the product that I have. If I come over to my seller store, you see that I have 5 courses and 1 ebook. Okay, so this is a course on YouTube about YouTube, and this course is 45,000 naira. This is a course on Facebook and Instagram ads. This course is about 5,000 naira, 4,900 naira selling right now. Then here's another course, 300k monthly blueprint, selling for 4,500 right now. And these guys here are the down mobile videography course and smartphone graphic design, 1,000 naira each. And then these books, 6 ways to make money online with Facebook ads, 1,000 naira. And these are the guys that made this amount of money. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through the process, what I did, and most importantly, how you can get to do this. I'm already doing this, so this night is not about me. The focus is not on me. The focus is on you, how you can get to achieve results like this. Now, if you want to start making money doing this, if you want to make this kind of money, you might not start by making millions immediately, but at least you start from hundreds of thousands and then grow from there gradually. So if you like to make this kind of money from digital products, type 1 right now in the chat. Type 1. I like my sessions to be very interactive so that I know that people are following me. If you like to get results like this, just go over to the chat and type 1. Yeah. So how does this business model works? Okay, now like I showed you earlier, I have these courses here. Let me explain basically how I did this. So this is a course where I taught how to use your phone to create graphic designs. So that was me turning what I know, because I know how to use my phone, right? Different apps to create designs. I just turned that knowledge into a course that people can get to learn from. Same for this one here, mobile videography course. Because I know how to use my phone to create and edit videos, I created a course to teach people how to create and edit videos. So you get the concept. Then this is a course where I shared how to make money, selling product like this. And that's because I was doing it. I had the result. I already knew the business, the different parts of the business, and the different things you need to do to get this kind of result. So I created a course about that. Then the next course that I have here is on Facebook and Instagram ads. So I know how to run Facebook ads and not just spend money on ads, but run ads that get results. And this is what a lot of people want. So I created a course covering how to create ads that get results. And then this is a course on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel and the channel is successful, over 40,000 subscribers. So I decided to create a course on how to start and succeed on YouTube. Then this, I just outlined the different ways I make money running Facebook ads, and that was how I came about this book. So you see the basic concept here. The way this business works is you want to turn what you know into something people can consume and make meaning from. Okay, so me turning my knowledge of video editing into a course with video lessons that people can go through and then learn how to edit videos. That's basically it. So if you can turn something that you know into a product that people can consume, then you are running this business of selling digital products. And in a moment, you are going to see why it's just digital product. I don't do physical classes. I haven't printed any books yet. Okay, so everything is completely online, and that's because it has low barrier of entry. Instead of you, let's say you want to host a physical training, then you need to start hustling around for maybe a venue. You need to start hustling around for probably refreshment for your student and all of those stuff. So the logistics is just too much, which you don't have if you want to create an online course or if you're running an online training. As a matter of fact, with an online course, you just need to create the lessons once. All the courses that you can see right here, I created them way back ago. I think since last year. These guys, I created them like last 2 years, and since then, I have not had to record any extra lesson on them again. But they are still selling and still making me money. So if you have something that you know that people can benefit from, that people want to learn from, then you can actually run this business. And the good thing I like about this business of productizing your knowledge is you can do it from any niche or any industry, regardless of what you are doing. So you can see right now, I have a course on Facebook ads, I have a course on video editing, I have a course on design. You can use this model from wherever industry you are currently practicing. So if you are, let's say you're an affiliate marketer and you are successful, you can maybe do a training to teach people how to become successful affiliate marketers. If you're a YouTuber, you're successful at it, you can do a training or create a course or write an ebook to teach people how to be successful on YouTube. So that's how this business works. Basically, you share your knowledge in a particular area with people who will be interested in it and will be willing to pay you for it, right? So it's very important that they are willing to pay. So to start this kind of business where you make money teaching people stuff, sharing information, you need a sellable skill. Okay, this is where it all starts from. Now, you probably already have one, or you are just at level zero. But for you to be very profitable with this business model, you need a sellable skill. And what do I mean by a sellable skill? It simply means a skill that people can pay for, right? A skill that people will be willing to pay for, a skill that if you bring it over to the market and people who need it see it, they will gladly bring out their cards and pay for what you are offering. So you might know a lot of stuff. Now, by skill here, I'm also referring to maybe knowledge, you have experience in a particular field. So both of them, I'll just refer to them as skill. Interchangeably, I might refer to them as knowledge, experience later on. So you need a skill that people can pay for. And one thing I've discovered is based on this criteria, there are different types of skills, right? There are skills that have high value and there's also a very high demand for them. There are skills that have high value, but the demand for them is low. There are skills that have low value, but the demand is high, all right? And there are skills with low value and low demand. Depending on what you know and your mastery and expertise in that area, that's what we decide the value of the skill. Okay, so I even wrote it down here. Factors that affect the value of a skill: the use case, how people are going to use it, what is the skill going to achieve for them, what is the skill going to help them do, right? Then how easy or how difficult it is for them to access the kind of knowledge you are sharing, and then your level of expertise. These are the three factors that will decide the value of the skill you are trying to sell. So let's say if you're a copywriter, okay? So are there people that will be willing to learn and also be willing to pay to learn copywriting from you, right? Then because if they learn copywriting, then probably they might start making money as copywriters, or they might use it in their business, to sell their products and all of that. So they have a use for it, okay? Either start a business or use it in their business. Then the next factor is how easy or how difficult it is for them to learn copywriting. The more difficult to get access to this kind of information that your knowledge and your skill offers, the more valuable your skill is and the more money you'll be able to make. All right. Then how good are you in that regard? Are you a beginner copywriter, or are you intermediate, or you're an expert in that field? The higher your level, the more valuable your whatever comes from you is, so you'll be able to charge more. Usually skills with high value, high demand make a lot of money in this business. Okay. High demand, are there a lot of people want to learn it? So usually skills like knowledge that guides people through building a business, those kind of knowledge, those kind of information usually come with a very high demand, because there are a lot of people that want to start a business, don't be successful in a business, right? But then there are some other kind of information that are pretty valuable. The person sharing it is also very good, but then there's not a lot of people that want to, learn that. And that's because of basically interest of the general public. And this kind of skills, this kind of information are usually in very niche down area. So let's say you just want to teach people um or you just want to teach copywriters, people who are already copywriters, how to learn high value clients, high paying clients. So they're already copywriters, they are not in the general public, but at this point, you are teaching them how to get high paying clients that will pay them huge amount of money. Then what you are sharing is valuable, but then the demand is not, like, there are no masses looking for that information. But in this case, you also make a lot of money. Why? Because the value you are providing is very high, even though the demand is not too large, but then the value is able to augment for the demand. All right. Then the next kind of knowledge or skill you can share or you might have are low value but high demand kind of skills, right? Low value simply means people can use them, but it won't really do much for them. Okay, people can use them, but it won't really do much for them. So, for instance, let's say let's say this skill on video, this course on video editing. Now, as you can see, it's priced very low, and that's because this is not something that really is very difficult. I mean, possibly people can even learn it without even buying a course or doing all of that. But then there are a lot of people that would want to learn video editing. So low value, high demand. Here too, you can make some decent amount of money, but it's not going to be as high as skills with high value, high demand, or high value, low demand. Then low value, low demand, usually you don't want to even have anything to do with this. If your skill has pretty much low value and there's not a lot of people looking for it, then that's not something you want to spend a lot of time trying to teach people, trying to share. You might just spend a lot of time, energy, money trying to market that kind of product, but nobody's going to buy. So depending on your skill, depending on how good you are, that's what will decide where you are on this ladder. And if you are somebody who is multi-talented, you have skills in different area, then you might have, you know, you might be at different level of this ladder for your different skills. So I hope all of this that I just explained makes some meaning to you. So let me give you practical example with the different courses that I have here. So these three courses that I'm just selling for 1,000 naira, they are low value, high demand. Okay, low value, high demand. So video editing, design, graphic design with phone. These are pretty much very, very simple stuff, but there are a lot of people that are really interested in them. And at the same time, there are also a lot of people trying to provide this same kind of information and knowledge. So low value, high demand. So not as much money. But then in another category, Facebook ads, how to make money, how to build a digital product business. These are quite valuable, right? And really not too many demand. Okay. Only people who are in business, only business owners want to learn Facebook ads and all of that. So the demand is not as high as these guys here, but it's more valuable to them. It can help them sell their product. It can help them make more money. So the value is higher. So high value, low demand. Then this also high value, low demand. Okay. So depending on your skill, if you have a skill, it's going to be in any of these levels. Okay. Now let's move on. The next thing, after you've identified your skill, like I mentioned, if you don't have a sellable skill, if you don't have a skill that people can pay for, then you need to learn one before you venture into this business. Okay. But pretty much most people have something that they know that will benefit a lot of people. So if you know how to do a particular business, that's one. If you know, maybe for instance, if you're a graphic designer, if you're a copywriter, if you're a web designer, you know how to use WordPress, all of these skills are skills that can fetch you money. Okay. If you know how to, let's say, just share with me in the comments, what are you good at? Let me get inspiration from you guys. I'm trying to list these examples by myself. So tell me, what's the skill you are good at in the chat, because that's what is going to actually make you money. Okay. Yeah. Tell me the skill you are good at in the chat. Let me see. Somebody said, what app do I use for my phone screen recording? The name of the app is X Recorder. All right. You are a Forex trader. Okay. So there are people that would want to learn Forex, healthy lifestyle, let's say eating healthy, exercising, and all those. There are people who need that kind of information because it solves a problem for them. You're a graphic designer, there are people who would want to learn that. You're a video editor, there are people who want to learn that. Okay. So if you are a WordPress expert, awesome. Blessing, WordPress, architecture and designs. Yeah, that's also some good skills, but like I mentioned, there are skills with high value and low demand. There might not be a lot of people who want to learn architecture and all of that, but those who want to learn it, it means a lot to them, and they'll be willing to pay some good amount of money for it. Creative writing, you see, you can teach people how to write. Music production, you can teach people music production. Facebook ads, importation, there are a lot of people that want to start a business in importation. Usually the kind of information that teaches you how to build a complete business is high value, high demand. If you can take them from the very beginning, SEO, content writing, you know, all of these skills are stuff that you can actually make money from. And if you don't have any of these skills, then your assignment is to learn, right? So you want to learn one before you even start talking about. Now, after you've established your skill, what you are good at, what you can do, that people can pay you for, the next step is to productize your knowledge. Okay. And what do I mean by that? It simply means converting what you know into shareable formats that people can consume and benefit from. So there are different formats, very popular formats right now you could use. You could try to turn your knowledge into an ebook. Let's say your knowledge in Forex, you're a Forex trader, then you can try to create an ebook, a beginner's guide to Forex trading, or you're an SEO expert, you can try to create maybe a full video course on SEO, how to rank on Google and all of that, you know. So there are different formats you could use: ebooks, videos, just create a video and share. You could start to create templates. Templates are, you know, you have a workflow. Let's say I'm a video creator and then I have a particular format I use when scripting my videos. Then I could start to turn that into a template that people who need it will buy and use for themselves. Could be in form of podcasts or online courses or online trainings, depending on the one you choose. But here's the thing: ebooks are very easy to create, right? But they will not make you as much money as online courses. And so you could start to create a video, one single video, as long as it is valuable and it helps people achieve something meaningful, sellable, template, podcast, and all of that. So if you're a graphic designer, what I did here, turn my design knowledge into a course. It's a video course, all video lessons. Turn my video editing knowledge into a course. Turn my knowledge in selling products into a course. Turn my knowledge in Facebook ads into a course. And anybody from anywhere can buy this course. And let's say if somebody buys this Facebook and Instagram ads course, for instance, when they buy it, they go through the course. By the end of the course, they'll learn how I run Facebook ads and how to run Facebook ads that actually get them results. So convert it into formats that people can actually consume and benefit from. And the good thing about all of this, if you create digital products, like I mentioned before, you just need to do the work once. Okay. I created this ebook. I did it just once. This course once. Unlike if you create an if let's say you produce hard cover books, then anytime somebody is going to buy the book, then you need to print again, ship, and all of those can really blow up your overhead cost. But ebook, somebody can just buy, download, read, and it's a win-win for everybody. So whatever you know or whatever you do, the next step is to actually turn it into something people can use. Because while it is in your brain, people cannot actually read through your brain, people cannot scan through your brain to know what you know. But if you turn it into an ebook, then they can read the book, and then there's a transfer of knowledge, and then they are also able to use it profitably, and you make money. They also win along the line. So there are different formats. I like creating online courses. I prefer creating online courses simply because I'm a video creator. Let's say if you're a writer, you might prefer creating ebooks because you already know how to write. Or for some, you might just prefer audio format podcasts, or you might just prefer template. There are some people who just do maybe Telegram trainings or WhatsApp trainings, and all of those stuff. Depending on the format you prefer, the most important thing is that people can get to, use it and then get the benefits it is intended for. So productize your knowledge. If you are let's say WordPress expert, then you want to turn that knowledge probably into a video or into an online course. Yes, then actually what you want to teach also determines the format you are going to use. Okay, for instance, something like teaching somebody video editing, it's quite hard to teach somebody video editing through a podcast or through an ebook. It's more easier and it's better through a video or through a full online course or an online training. So the knowledge, the field, the topic actually determines the format. But for me, I prefer online courses. In your online course, you can have templates, ebooks, podcasts, all of them combined. It's just like a school, an online school. And then whenever somebody pays for this course, they get access to it and everything in it. All right. So I hope you guys are following me. If you are following, type 1 again in the comment so that I know we are making progress. Now, after you've turned your knowledge, your experience, your skill into a product. Whether you can choose any product at all. Okay, you can choose any product. Let me use a very real example. Yeah, so let me use Matthew is a creative writer. Okay, so let's say I want to turn my creative writing skill into an ebook. I might create a book like maybe a beginner's guide to creative writing. Okay, so just give me a second. Let me just do something. I want to do this practically so that you see what I'm talking about. So I'm going to kind of create a very quick ebook now on creative writing, and I'm going to title the book Creative Writing. Okay, then let's say this is the topic of our book. Then you just go ahead and write everything you want to write. Okay, a beginner's guide to creative writing. And here, your goal is to take somebody who does not know anything about creative writing and take them to the point where they master, the skill in question. So what I'm going to do, let's say this is my book. I'm going to save this and then I'm going to download it as a PDF. Okay. The best format for ebooks is PDF. Now I have a simple ebook here. So let's just assume this is my ebook. With this, anybody that gets access to it also gets access to the information inside and then the guide that I'm providing. After you have your product ready, whether online course, in this example that we are currently using, it's an ebook. The next you need is to start selling the book. And this is how you are going to make money. Okay, creating the book alone does not fetch you money. All right, selling of the book is how you are going to make money. When somebody buys and then there's an exchange of money and then you are happy at the end of the day. And to sell your product, to sell our book in this example, we need three things. First, a platform to host and distribute the book. Then a marketing system to reach potential customers. And then number three, the skills to convert potential customers into buyers. And these are the 3 points I'm going to walk you guys through in a moment. A platform to host and distribute the product. Let's start with that. Now, there are a lot of platforms you could decide to use. Okay, you can decide to just have the book. I'm using book, but if you created an online course, you should have that in your mind. That whatever I'm talking about, you should have your. But for this example, I'm using an ebook. So let's say there are different ways, there are different platforms I could use. At the very basic level, I could decide to have the ebook on my phone, on my device, and then whoever pays for it, maybe they pay through bank transfer, they pay directly through bank transfer to my account, then I can just send them the ebook directly, maybe on WhatsApp, on Telegram, via email, wherever you prefer. You can also, you know, maybe upload it to Google Drive or any of those cloud storage platforms, and then whoever buys, you just give them the link where they can go and download it and get access to it. Okay, so the first course that I ever created, I used Google Drive. So I just recorded the lessons and then uploaded them to Google Drive. Then whoever buys, they pay, and then I send them the link to Google Drive where they can get to access all the lessons in the course. Okay, that's another very basic way to do it. Or you could decide to create your own e-learning website. Okay, if you don't know how to code, you could use WordPress, create an e-learning website by yourself, and then host your lessons on the site, and then integrate a payment processor so that people can get to pay on your site and then get access to the course. There are a lot of people that do that, and that's very interesting to do. Or you could use third-party platforms, right? platforms like Udemy, Teachable, they allow you to host your course on those platforms, and then people can get to pay for the course there, get access to it, and you just get your payout. For me, my most preferred platform to host my digital product, I use a platform called Seller, and a lot of you guys here will be very, very familiar with it. And if you've bought my course before, you know that this is a platform I use. So this Seller basically, and this video is not sponsored and anything. I'm just sharing the platform that I use with you guys. You can start to use any of these options that I've mentioned. You can start to build your own website, use maybe Google Drive, Dropbox, or wherever, or use Udemy, Teachable. But there are some reasons why I choose Seller. First of all, I don't have to think about all those other back end stuffs, payment processing, security of the site. If you create your website, you have to handle all of that yourself. But with this, I don't have to, bother myself with all of that. Then this is quite simple and easy to use, both for you as a creator and for the buyers. Okay, it's Seller is very, very easy and very simple to use. So, and then it's cheap as well. I think they have a free plan. Actually, you can use the free plan, but you cannot host the course with the free plan. And then they have a paid plan. I think the pro subscription is about 8,000 naira. And with 8,000 naira, I have this many courses, and I don't have to worry about anything else after paying that 8,000 naira for the whole month. And then people can just come over, buy your course anytime, buy your ebook any time of the day. You get your money, and then they get access to the course or to the ebook or to whatever you're selling without you doing anything. And with this, you can keep this running 247. Okay, so let's say you are selling manually. You have the ebook or you have it on Google Drive, then people pay you through bank transfer. Then you have to manually give them access. You have to be awake when you are not around, when you are asleep, when you are not available to do the work, then you are not going to be making money. But if you have it on Seller, whether you are available or you are not available, as long as you have this second part, a marketing system in place, you are going to be making money. Okay, so I use seller.co. Then let me show you how to set. Let's use this our ebook as an example. I'll show you how to set it up on Seller. If you already have a Seller account, just go to your Seller account. That Seller account, whether you created the Seller account to sell your own product or you created the Seller account to, to access somebody's course, you bought somebody's course and all of that. I hope you guys can see my screen, because I'm about to walk you through how to set up your product on Seller. Can you see my screen? If you can see my screen, type yes. Awesome. So I'm going to show you how to set up. I'm going to actually upload this book to Seller right now. So yeah, so once you come over here, this is what it's going to look like. I'm going to leave the link to this site in the description. And let's say you are just coming in for the first time, just click on start selling and then choose a username. So let's say I'm going to choose a username. Then you want to enter your email address. Let me see. Let me use, I don't know which email to use. Okay, let's say this for instance. Then enter your name. It's actually very easy. You can actually do this without. Then I'm going to pick a password. And then click on create account. Okay, the username is not available. Let me see. And with this, you've successfully created your Seller account. You can see, like I mentioned earlier, it's very, very easy to use, very, very simple. If you want to create your own course portal, for instance, if you don't know how to use, let's say, WordPress, then you have to go and start learning. But they just remove all of that hassle for you. Then you want to go ahead and set up bank details. Okay, this way you are going to collect your payout. The way seller works is people can get to buy your courses and all your other products from anywhere in the world. But if it's from Nigeria, and if they pay in naira, you are going to get your payout the following day. So it's that cool. Let's say I want to set up bank details. I'm going to select my bank. Um, yeah, Nigeria. Then bank. Let me see. Let me use this bank. All right. Let me just use, let's say, alert for instance, and then enter my account details. Just type in your account details right here, and then click verify account detail. So the verification done very easily. Are you sure? Yeah. Now, after you are done adding your account details, there are some other things you can do. For instance, you can come over to your settings, okay, and just set some things up very quickly. You can add a store image. Your store image, if you come over to my seller store, you see my picture here. So that's what will be your store image, okay? Then you can enter your store description as well. If you come over here, you see the description that I have, very short, about me there. Then you can enter your Instagram, your Twitter, your Facebook, your phone number, you know. Then if you want to get customers' phone number during checkout, you do that. All these other details, you can just do them easily. Then who pays for seller transaction charge? Okay. Now there's always a fee, I think about maybe 3% or 5% when people pay for a course. So who is going to pay for that? You select, are you going to pay or the customer, depending on the one you prefer. After you've done all of this, you can just click update and you're good to go. But I'm not going to do all of that right now. I just created this demo account to show you guys how the platform works. Then another thing you can do is come over to payout settings. And how do you want to get your payout? Automatic or manual? Automatic is your payout, whatever you sell today, payout will be sent to your bank directly tomorrow morning. Or you want to do manual, if you choose manual, whatever I sell today, payout will be sent to your seller wallet 11 a.m. the following day. Then you can withdraw from your wallet to your bank account. You know, so that's just that. Also, another thing you can do, let me see. Yeah, if you come over to, okay, I'll come back to integrations later on, but this is very important to marketing and selling. You can install the Facebook Pixel, Google Tag Manager, link your seller account to your MailChimp account so that whoever buys your product is automatically added to your email list on MailChimp or SendPlus, whatever. But let's just start with product. If you create a new seller account, click on add product, and you have different options here, okay? And there are some of them here that are just for paid users, like hosting a course on seller, stream video, audio, membership, flexible subscription. But since we're using an ebook, we don't actually need a paid seller account. We can do it with a free seller account. So I'm going to select digital product, click on next, and then you want to drag the image of your product, okay? For the image, I'm going to use, let me just pick any random image I can find here. So let's say this is a picture. Yeah, you just want to upload, if it's an ebook, for instance, you upload the cover of your ebook. And this image here is very important because this is what people will see when they come to your seller page. So you can see these images that I have here. You want to make them as attractive as possible. Then give your product a name. I'm going to use a beginner's guide to beginner's guide to creative writing. Let's say this is the name of my book. Then you want to set the price of your book. So let's say the price of the book is maybe 5,000 naira. All right. And then down here, you can see this option where you can show a strike out original price. In which case, the price you are going to have here is the discounted price, and then you have the real price here. And this is also very important because it creates a price hanger. Okay. So people have something to compare the price they are paying with, and then they see that they're getting like some serious discount, and that goes a long way in helping you convert your customers into sale, convert your, to get sales basically. Then a description of your book. Here, you don't just want to write random stuff in the description. If you come over to my store, let me show you something very quickly. You see that I have a very strategic and organized description. And what you want to do here is to be convincing, to get people to buy, so that when they read through this, they should want to buy your product. Okay. Also, if you have a premium seller account, you can design a landing page here on seller, but I don't use that feature. Okay. If I want to design a landing page, I have a tool that I use for that, which I prefer. But if you have a premium seller account, you have that feature to design a landing page here. Then I'll just select category. Let me select. Um, our book is creative writing, so the category is going to be content and media. Then we don't have writing here. Let me see. Um, Not to waste time, I'm just going to select any category. That should be under content and writing. I don't know why it's not here. Yeah, let's just say that's the category. Product variations, blah blah blah. Now, the next important point is where you get to upload the book to to here on seller, and that way, whenever people buy, seller gives them access automatically. Now, you have two options in terms of access: give buyer access to a file, or you can just redirect people to a link. Okay, so this, if you have the product on another platform, maybe on Google Drive, then you can choose automatically redirect to a link. Add the link here. When they buy, they get the link to Drive or wherever it is, then they access it from there. So I'm going to upload my ebook right now. This is our book. I'm going to select this and then upload. Yeah, that's done. Then you can choose two options. Either this my ebook, for instance, do I want it to be downloadable? That's if people pay for it, they'll be able to download and take it wherever they want to. Or you want it to be read online only. That's when people pay for it, they'll not be able to download it. They can just get to read it. Okay. And that's one good thing here. So if you don't want people to start sharing your book up and down, you can select read only. But it's an ebook, they should be able to download it. It's not like an online course. So I'm going to use downloadable file and click create product. Okay, they say something is missing. Let me check. Okay, I didn't type in a description. I'll just copy this. I don't want to take the time right now to start typing a very long description. I'll just click on create product. Yeah, so congratulations, your product has been added successfully. Then if you come down here, you can actually come over to customize URL and enter a custom URL for your book. So let me say beginner's guide to creative writing, BGCW, or whichever way you want. Okay, I don't want to waste too much time here. I'll just use BGW, beginner's guide to creative writing, just an abbreviation. And then I'm going to click update products. There are a lot of things you can do here basically. Now, if I copy this link and I open a new tab and I paste this link here, you see that it brings me over here where somebody can just click on buy now, buy this product, and then I'm going to get the money. The person gets access to the book. All right, so they have different payment options that makes it easy for people to buy, and it's easier for, especially if you are selling to a Nigerian market. Seller is a good way to get to sell because the payment options here, it's filter wave, so Nigerians are very familiar with this payment option. Unlike when you are using Stripe or PayPal, some people in Nigeria cannot even pay on those platforms. Okay, so before I continue, are you guys still with me? Okay, some people are complaining that my screen is blurry. Please, if you are still with me, type yes in the chat. If you are seeing my screen as if it is blurring or it is blurry, you want to go to the settings option on YouTube and change it from low. You have this video quality option on YouTube. You should change it to maybe 720p, or just so I can see it very clearly. Awesome. Thank God you are with me. So people can easily pay for this product here and get access to it as long as they have the link and then they get to see it. So this helps us solve the requirement number one in selling, which is having a platform to host the product. So seller helps us solve that, or you can use any other platform you want. Then the next thing you need after you've settled the platform part, you need a marketing system to reach potential customers, to reach people who are going to buy your book. Okay, so I have a book on creative writing. I need to find people who will find this book very interesting, who will need the information that I have in this book, and then they'll want to pay me for it. This part is kind of easy or hard depending on you. So if you know how, marketing can be very, very easy. For me, for instance, the most difficult part for me is having the time to actually create the product, having the time to write the book or to create the course. That's the most difficult part for me. After I've done that, the marketing part is not a problem because I've been doing this like over and over and over again for a very long time. And once I have a product I want to sell, I know what to do, I know the tools to use, I know that. So for my marketing system, I use three platforms. Okay. So I use Facebook. I run ads on Facebook. Then I use WhatsApp. WhatsApp basically for follow-up, student management, and all of that. And then I use, a landing page builder and an email marketing platform, which is system.io. Facebook, WhatsApp, system. Facebook to run ads to get traffic to reach people, WhatsApp for follow-up and student management, interact with students. Once somebody buy an information product from you, you know, they might have questions, they might have issues, they might have challenges. So WhatsApp is where I get to handle all of that. And then system is where I do landing page design, collect leads, manage emails and all those stuff. Facebook ad is very interesting because if you have very good product, a good product is something that is transformative and problem solving. Okay, if you have a product that can help people solve a very serious problem and you know how to use Facebook ad, you are really going to make a lot of money. So good product and the combination with Facebook ad is just a different stream of income on its own. And here's how I use Facebook. Once I create a course, for instance, the next thing is, try to get people to buy. And this way I get to use Mark Zuckerberg's Facebook. Let me open the ads manager for you. You might already be familiar with Facebook ad, but if you're not familiar with Facebook ad, then I'll also mention that there are different ways to actually get buyers. Okay, it does not necessarily have to be through Facebook. sometimes, when I've mentioned Facebook, I'm also referring to both Facebook and Instagram. They are like the same platform basically. You could start to use, maybe if you already have a large following, if you have a large audience on maybe WhatsApp or Instagram, you have a very large email list, or you have a Facebook group with a lot of people, or you have a blog that gets a lot of traffic, you have a YouTube channel that gets a lot of traffic, you can start to use all of these platforms to sell your products. As a matter of fact, if you already have an audience of people who know you and they have been following your content for a very long time, it's very easy for you to sell to them. Once you create the product and it's something that they are going to need, it's just for you to, market it to them. But in a case where you don't have any eyeballs at the moment, that's where platforms like Facebook comes in. Because with this, you can just pay some money and reach a large set of people. And there are different strategies you could use to sell your product. Okay. You can try to use conversion ads directly and then just try to sell, in my case here, this example that we are using, just try to sell my book directly from Facebook ad. Usually, if I'm selling a low priced product, 1,000, and all of that price, I just do direct conversion ads on Facebook and try to sell it, because if the product is low price, it's not worth it to start spending a whole lot of time in all of those other stuff that you would usually do for high price products. But if the product is quite expensive, then I might use lead generation, generate leads, maybe use a free lead magnet, and then try to convert my leads, follow up with those that will not buy immediately and get to convert them later on. So there are different marketing and sales strategy you can start to use. But for this our ebook example, let me just do a direct, Facebook ad to sale kind of promotion. And if you don't have Facebook ad account, just go to business or facebook.com, create a new business account, create a new ad account, and do all of that. If I want to take all of those, things involved in Facebook ad, it's actually going to take us a lot of time here. So if you are not familiar with Facebook ad yet, just come over to my channel. I have a lot of tutorials on Facebook ad that you find really, really helpful. Okay, just come over to my channel, and I even have a complete playlist on Facebook ad that will teach you almost everything you need to know to start creating successful Facebook ads. All right. So, but once I'm here inside Ads Manager, I'm going to click on Create. Now, the thing about Facebook ad is the third point that I mentioned here, sorry, let me share my screen with you again. The third point that I mentioned here, the skills to convert potential customers into buyers. This, how to run successful Facebook ad is part of it. How to, create ad content that will convert. It could be a copy, it could be a video, but you need to learn how to create ad content that will convert. Then, if you need to build the landing page before getting people to the sales page, then you need to learn how to create a landing page. If you need to do maybe a free webinar, a free training, you need to learn how to do all of that. So there are a lot of stuff in between that you just want to learn. But at the basic level, if you can just learn simple things like copywriting, landing page design, and video creation, if you can just learn these three things, then your ads have a very good chance of converting to sale. Copywriting, landing page design, and video creation. These three skills are, from my experience, these are the three skills that will help you, get good results from Facebook ads. If you can create good copies, or if you can create videos that are attention grabbing and convincing, and then you can create landing pages, that once people read through the landing page, they want to buy whatever you have, then you are going to be very, very successful marketing your product. So you can just write it down if you want to, so that you know the skills to learn. because I'm not able to cover all of these right now. Um, Copywriting, video creation, and then landing page design. How do you design? How do you structure your landing page? You know those kind of times when if you've ever bought something from somebody, you know how compelling and how strong their landing page was, okay, before it got you to buy. So they didn't design the landing page accidentally. It was not random. There was a structure to it. A good intro, benefit, testimonials, call to action, discounts, and all of that. So you can learn these three skills. If you can learn these three skills, you can just give yourself maybe 1 month, depending on how fast you learn stuff, and then say you want to learn these three things, and then include how to run Facebook ad. Okay, because there are a lot of things inside Facebook ad that I'm not going to talk about right now. So let's make it four skills you should learn: copywriting, video creation, landing page design, Facebook, and Instagram ads. Okay, if you can learn these skills, if you create a very good product that will help people that there's a demand for, you will be able to sell a lot of it. All right. So did you guys get that point? Let me just type it in for you. Yeah, number one, copywriting. So that's it here. Copywriting, video creation, landing page design. Then I added Facebook and Instagram ad. Yes, the replay will be up. Awesome. So these are the 4 skills you can learn to be extremely successful with running ads and selling online. Okay. So let's get back to our Facebook ad journey. Now, when creating ad on Facebook, you need to basically have your destination ready. For me, I'm going to use Seller. Okay, so I'll just use the link to my ebook on Seller directly without any landing page in between or any of those stuff. And then the write-up, and then the image or the video, depending on the one you want to use. Once you have those stuff in place, you want to come over here and click on create. This is going to be, let me just give you a very simple Facebook ad tutorial. Facebook has different advertising objectives you can decide to use depending on what your goal is. So awareness is one. Traffic, if you want to get people to click on the link and get to a particular web page, you use traffic. Engagement, if you want people to engage on your post, maybe like the post, share, comment, or watch a video, you use engagement. You want to generate leads, you use leads. Or you have an app you want to promote, which is not really what we're doing here, or you want to sell a product directly, then you are going to use sales. Now, before you can create a sales campaign, we need a Facebook pixel installed on our seller store. So I'm going to create a new Facebook pixel. I'll come over to business settings, and then over to data sources. That's if you want to create a new pixel. Under the data sources, click on pixels and then click on add. Then I'm going to give this pixel a name. Let's say seller, for example. The name will just help you recognize them, because with time you are going to have a lot of pixels. So you want to be able to, know which one is going to where. And you should have a different pixel for your different platforms. So if you have a landing page, don't use the same pixel you are using for your seller store on your landing page. So I'll just continue managing my business. This is the installation process for seller. And then you want to copy the pixel ID. Just tap on it to copy. Then go over to your seller store. Okay, somebody said, can I pick any of these skills, like only landing page? You can pick only landing page, but it will not make you a complete marketer. Okay, like you'll be able to design great landing pages, but to even design landing pages that will convert, you need to know copywriting, right? Or And all of these skills, if you don't have the time to learn them, for instance, you can hire somebody to do them for you. So now that I've copied my Pixel ID, I'll come over to my seller store, Facebook Pixel, right? Here's what I did so that I don't confuse you. Click on this menu icon, come over to integrations. Under integrations, click on Facebook Pixel. That will bring you here. Then just paste your Facebook Pixel ID and click on update. So your Facebook Pixel has been successfully installed. Then if I come back here, I'll come back to business settings, and then you can test your Pixel by coming over to event manager, blah, blah, blah. But I'm not going to do all of that so that it does not take too much of our time. I'll just proceed to setting up the main ad right now. Okay, that's taking too long to open. I'll just come back to Ads Manager. If you go through the Facebook ad playlist on my YouTube channel, you'll be fine. Okay, you'll know how to do all of these things. So I'll click on create. Then to sell my ebook, like I mentioned, there are different strategies you could use, and the strategy you're using will decide the objective you are going to use here. So let's say you just want to get people to your landing page, you can use traffic, or if you want to generate leads, get them to your email list, follow up before converting, use leads. But for this case where I just want to sell my ebook directly on Facebook, I'm just going to use sales, and then you can give your campaign a name. Let's say ebook, and then just name the ad set and the ad the same name. Your campaign, your ads on Facebook have like three different parts: the campaign part, the ad set part, and the ad part. And you are going to see what each of them carry as we go. So first of all, you need to give, let me make this bigger. Yeah. So categories, you don't even need to bother about this. You can see the kind of things under category. So if your ad is related to any of these before you can choose a category. Then the next important point, A/B testing, is if you want to compare um, two different variables. Let's say you have two different videos trying to sell the same product. You can run an A/B test to see which video will convert the most. Then advantage campaign budget is, inside a campaign, you can have multiple ad sets and ads. If you want Facebook to distribute your budget based on the performance of those ad sets and ads, you choose advantage. I always use this guy, so I always like to turn it on because I always have multiple ad sets and multiple ads inside my campaign. Then you just want to go ahead and click on next. Then conversion location, where is the sale going to be happening? It's going to be happening, I'm going to choose website, even though it's not my website, but it's going to be happening on my seller store. This way they are going to buy the book. Then, choose when you want the ad to start. I want it to start right now. Then you want to select who you want to target. That's who do you want to show your ad to on Facebook. And this is a very important part of this process. My book is on creative writing, and I want only people who will be interested in creative writing in my topic of discussion to see my ad. Because if you show a product on creative writing to somebody who is not interested in creative writing, there's no way that they are going to buy it. Okay, so it's important that you are targeting the right people. And Facebook is more advanced, unlike back in the days where you want to enter the keywords exactly. Right now, Facebook kind of knows who to show ad to using your creatives. So, and that's how organic distribution basically works. Facebook knows who is interested in who, not necessarily by the targeting, just by looking at the content of the ad. They know to show um, your ad to. But if you want to use all of those strategies to target specifically, those specific targeting to can be very important. But at the very basic level, if you can do broad targeting, retarget people who engage with your ad previously, you'll be fine. Okay, depending on how good you are or how advanced you are with Facebook ad. Then I'm going to select the age range. I'm going to use 20 to, let's say, 45. All right. And all my ads, I like using this age range because I want people who have the power to buy and then are also young enough to understand what I'm doing. You don't want somebody who will buy your product and start giving you headache. I don't know how to I don't have an email address. I don't know how to click a link. So that's why I don't have, you know, advanced ages and too young um in my ad. Then gender, depending on who your product is meant for, you select that. Language. Once you are done with all of that, scroll down. Placement. Under placement, you have different platforms you could work on. If you choose advantage placement, Facebook is going to place your ads where to perform, whether on Instagram, on Facebook, on Reel, on stories, wherever. But if you choose manual placement, you can get to select where your ad will show up. So let's say I want to show my ad only on Facebook. I'm going to uncheck Instagram Messenger Audience Network. But if you want to show your ad on Facebook and Instagram, then check Instagram as well. You want to show your ad to Facebook and Messenger, check Messenger. Audience network, audience network are like those kind of apps that are in Facebook audience network. Then people might go to their music app or their gaming app and then they see your ad right on there. So once you have checked all of that correctly, you click on next, then you select your Facebook page, the page people are going to see the ad on. If you want to run ads to Instagram, you need to connect your Instagram account. Your account has to be a professional account as well. Then just go ahead and create your ad, enter the text, add the media, whether image or video, the headline, the description, the call to action, the link. For this link, it's going to be the link to my book on Seller. Okay, let me copy the link. Um, ouch. Okay, let me just copy this link. Can't get that right now. I'll just paste, let's say this is a link to my ebook, just paste it here, and then enter your write up. Okay, this is where your copy is going to come in, and this is why learning copywriting is very important if you want to market to Facebook ad. And as a matter of fact, right now there are platforms that will actually help you use AI to write your copy. So if you want to do copywriting right now, you don't need to spend a lot of time learning copywriting itself, as you have a lot of AI tools that will teach you copywriting. Okay. Okay, guys, just give me a sec. I need to fix something now. I'll be back in a sec. Oh my god. You can't hear me. Can you hear me now? I hope you can hear me now. If you can hear me now, let me know. I didn't know that my sound went off. Okay, you can hear me now. All right. So I have to go back and start mentioning all of those things that I talked about. Um, First of all, right at this point, I mentioned that before I left, before the break, I said, let me share my screen again. Yeah. So before I took the break, there's sound now. I was saying at the moment there are AI tools that can help you write your copy. So you don't need to like spend months trying to become a very good copywriter. If you can just learn the basics, then you can get AI to write it for you, and then you know when it's good or when it's not. So that is that. AI tools like maybe Write Sonic, Writer.ai, Chat GPT, that is very popular. You can use all of that. So you have your copy here, and then put your headline. Your headline is just you trying to have a very catchy caption that will get people to want to, you know, click and buy whatever you are selling. Then learn more, then paste your link, and then you publish your ad. Now, once you publish your ad, Facebook is going to start showing your ad to the people that are interested in the product. So let's say my book on creative writing, if I set everything up properly, Facebook is going to start showing my ad to people interested in writing. Facebook actually understands people's interests and people's behavior. So it uses all of those data that it has to show your ads to them. And once your ad start popping up on their screen, they have the money and they're interested in it, and it's something that they need, they are going to buy. Okay. And what I do to actually make a lot of money is to keep my ads running for a very long time. But I only do that under two conditions. If the ad is converting and also profitable, because it's possible to have an ad that is converting but it's not profitable. So what do I mean? If you are selling a product that is 5,000 naira, for instance, and you should be able to hear me now. If you can't hear me right now, it should be, I think. So you have, I was giving an example. You are selling a product that is 5,000 naira, for instance, and then you spend maybe 5,000 naira or even more to get a sale. Now, even though that ad is converting, is bringing in results, but it is not profitable. Okay, the ad is not profitable, and you don't want to keep it running for a very long time. If you do that, you are going to lose a lot of money. So, but if if you are selling a product that is 5,000 naira, and then you spend maybe 1,000, 2,000 naira to get a sale, that means you are making a profit of about 3,000 naira from each sale. That's some good profit. That's like two times your spend. Then you can just keep the ad running till the ad just tires out. Okay, because the thing is, Facebook ad, once it runs for some time, then it gets to a point called, you know, ad fatigue, where people have seen your ads too much. They have seen the creative you are using, and it's not just converting again, it's not just moving them again. Then you have to tweak things around, improve it, and then come back with it. And that's what I do basically. So once I start an ad, I keep tweaking the setup, you know, the write up, the video that I use, depending on the objective. If I have an ad that is bringing me leads, then I want to see a campaign that is getting leads at a very good price, quality leads at a very good price. If I'm running an ad to get sold, then I'm looking for a campaign that will lead to a sale at a very good profit. And once I find those kind of campaigns, I just keep pumping money into them, and they keep running for months. As a matter of fact, for a very long time, you don't have to change anything about the ad. Just keep putting money into it, and then you are getting your sale, removing your profit, putting money back into it, and do that continuously, month in, month out, month in, month out. Then you just have like a kind of a machine working for you and making you money every day. So this is basically it. Find a skill you can sell. Let me summarize everything I've talked about today. Find a skill you can sell, turn the skill into a product that you can share, people can consume and then benefit from, and then sell that product. And under selling, I talked about platforms, the way you host your product, and where you can get access to it, and then the marketing system. For my marketing system, I talked about Facebook ad, where I get to reach people. So Facebook ad connotes both Facebook and Instagram, you know. Then I use WhatsApp, follow up, student management. You want to interact with your customers, and whenever they have issues, you want to be able to help them out. And then I talked about I use system as well, which I use for email marketing, capturing leads, and all of that. Yeah. So this is basically how this system works. And if you have a knowledge, or if you have a skill, if you have an experience in a particular field that people can really get to learn from, then you can apply this same method and turn that knowledge into a source of income for yourself. Right? So guys, before we round up, if you have any question about what I've talked about today, you can start dropping your questions in the comment section now. I'm going to take your questions right now. If you have any question, you can drop your questions. By the way, was this class helpful? Did you find this class helpful? Did you learn anything at all? I think we've been here for over an hour now. If you found value in this class, type value in the comment section. Type in value. If you got value from this session, type in value. Okay, I need Facebook ads course. You can get my Facebook ad course if you want. I'm going to leave a link to the course in the description, where I talked about everything on Facebook ad. But if you don't want to buy a course, I also mentioned that you can come over to my channel. I have a full playlist on Facebook ad that can help you for free. But if you want to get the course, I'll leave a link to that in the description. Okay. Olaide said, can you install Pixel for retargeting on free seller account? As you can see, I just installed a Facebook Pixel on this new account that I created, and this is a free account. So you can do that right here. So the way retargeting works is, it's not as if there's a different pixel for retargeting. Okay, it's not as if there's a special. It's still the same pixel. You are using the same code, but then you create an audience of people based on certain event and certain action, and then create an ad with those people as your audience. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Now, how do I get AI tools? Just come over to Google, search for AI copywriting tools, but I mentioned some of them: WriteSonic, Writer.ai, ChatGPT. Those you could use all of those three. Then somebody say, when you don't have money to run ads? Now, here's the thing. Like I said, there are different ways You have different options. There are different things you could do to sell your product. You don't necessarily have to pay for it. The reason why I like paying for art is because of scale. If I was not paying for art, I don't think I'll make this amount of money. Okay. But if you don't have money to pay for ads, then you want to use organic methods where you post content organically, maybe on your blog, on your Instagram page, or on your YouTube channel, on your Facebook page. You post organically. Those posts will attract engagement to your page. Okay. So if you are posting consistently, then you are going to start getting followers. People are going to start discovering you, and then you can use that method to sell your product. But I use ad because it's faster. I don't have to spend a lot of time. I don't have to spend months. Now, it's very important to create organic content. Okay, don't get it wrong. It's very important to create organic content, but ads just help me achieve results faster. So I can pay Facebook. Let's say if I have on my Instagram, I have about 4,000 followers right now, but I can pay Facebook some money and reach 10,000 people instantly. So it's just faster for me. Those who have never seen me before, and I don't have to wait that long to, yeah, but you can sell your products organically. If you don't have money to spend on ads, then maybe if you start making enough money, you can, start pushing some into ads. Without installing Facebook Pixel with seller, can it deliver expected? Now here's the thing. The thing about if you don't have a Facebook Pixel installed on your seller store, then you need to use just traffic ad because you cannot run sales or conversion ads. From my experience, that can also bring you sale, especially if you have a very good landing page or a very good description that is very convincing. Your traffic ad can lead to sale. But the best option is to use a conversion ad so that Facebook actually knows what is a result for you. If you run a traffic ad, then Facebook is going to count link clicks or landing page views as results. But if you run a conversion ad, Facebook is only going to count the conversion event you are using, which is sale in this case. That's what Facebook is going to count as result for you. And that can be very helpful as well. How can one register into? Okay, I was not even planning. I didn't intend to sell a course on in this session. I just wanted everything to be free. But if you want to get my course on the full course on how to make money with digital products, then you can get this 300K monthly blueprint. I'm going to leave the link in the description. That's if you want to get the course. But yeah, that's just it. Instagram and Facebook, which one converts best? It depends. It depends on the product. It depends on the kind of people you want to reach. But there's no like one converts better than the other. I've not noticed. It just depends on the product. Some products will convert more on Instagram, some will convert more on Facebook, and sometimes it's just even. That's why when you are running ads using automatic placement, Facebook is going to send your ad to the place where it's getting the most results. Which other traffic source are you using apart from Facebook ads? Okay, depending on the product, most products I actually, if I'm targeting the Nigerian market, I use Facebook and Instagram. But then I get to use Google Ads, you know, Twitter. Then my YouTube channel is also a traffic source for me. So, do you know how to monetize Facebook page? Nah, I don't. I don't really know that, but I know maybe you need 10,000 followers and some good amount of views. But I've not really, studied how Facebook paid monetization works. Can I run a successful and convertible ad on phone? Now, there are a lot of people out there that would want to tell you that you can actually, you know, do ads on phone. It's very possible. You can go to your browser, turn your browser to desktop mode, and set up your ad with your phone. But I think it's better to use a PC. The only time when you want to use your phone is if you don't have access to a laptop. But if you do have a laptop with you, it's better. You even have access to more features on computer than on phone. So, and aside from the features and the functions that you have on PC that you don't have on mobile, I don't think where you are setting it from is a factor. Okay, it's just the features and functions you have access to on desktop that makes the difference. Yes, you can reward the class. It will always be on my YouTube channel. You can just come back to my YouTube channel and see it again anytime you want to. Um, can one combine Facebook marketing, content creation, affiliate marketing? It depends. It depends on which level. If you are just a beginner, it's not an advantage to do a lot of things at once. But if you've been doing this, let's say you already have a good chunk of experience in the past, you can always combine anything you want to combine. But if you are just starting, you want to pick one, start with one, and then you can build on from there. It's easier for you that way, so you know what to learn specifically. Can you make money with a low ticket offer like 1,000 naira without cost? Now, here's the thing about selling low ticket offers. Okay, low ticket offers don't come with like huge profit, but then you have numbers. So let's say if you are selling a 1,000 naira ebook or a course, for instance, and it's 1,000 naira, you might get to spend maybe 500, 600, 700 to get a sale. That means your profit is very small, but then you are going to get a lot of sales. Okay, that's one. Then low ticket offers are a good way to get people into your ecosystem. Let me use that word. So let's say you are just starting out and people don't really know you, they don't really know about your product. You can start with low ticket products and then get them to see you, and then people get to test your knowledge. They know that you are informed in this aspect, and then you can build on from there. So low ticket offer is a very good way for beginners to get into the business. It's easier for people. If I'm scrolling through Facebook and I see something that is priced for 1,000 naira and I don't know who is selling it, I've never heard about the person before, it's easier for me to risk that 1,000 naira and just buy it and see whether the person is genuine, person has value to offer, than I'm just scrolling through Facebook and I see some random stranger trying to sell me in on something of maybe 10,000 naira or 20,000 naira. So low ticket products are a very good way to get people into your system. And what you want to do is have more products that you can upsell to them. So if you are selling a low ticket product, make sure you are collecting their contacts, maybe on WhatsApp or their emails, so that next time you don't have to run ads to reach them again. So you can just create a new product, maybe low ticket or higher price product, and resell to them. That way, even if you are losing money on the ads you are running at the moment, you'll be able to cover up with upsells and future offers. Okay. How can I grow my Facebook page successfully without running ads? Content. If you post content, especially right now, videos, reels. If you post reels right now and it goes viral, your page will grow very fast. How can I get the course on Facebook lead generation? It's a full course, everything about Facebook. I'm going to leave the link in the description. Let me just copy the link. I'm going to drop the link in the description so you can just get it from there. If I have a product on e-commerce store and I choose to sell a product using Facebook ad, depend on the e-commerce store. Different platforms have different methods of installing a Facebook pixel, but most times third-party platforms like Seller, you know, They just need you to get the code, the pixel ID, not code, sorry. Just get the pixel ID, and they have a section where you can paste it, and that's all. So depending on the platform, different platforms have different, ways of setting up Facebook pixel. But if it's a third party platform, usually just get the pixel ID and paste, or just get the code and paste as well. Um, do you do one? Okay, I don't do one-on-one mentorships at the moment. How do you manage Facebook bans? Okay, now that's like an issue you always run into when running ads. Facebook will always ban your account, like I've tried to see if there's a way to completely avoid that, but you can take measures, right, to prevent your account from getting banned. But most times it just happens maybe out of error, or you made a mistake, you know. But one thing that always keeps me going is having a backup. So if you should have a backup page, backup account, backup ad account, so that if anything happens to one, you can always switch over to the next one. And the reason why it's very important to have a backup, to have your backups ahead of time before the ban even happens, is because if, let's say, if Facebook just bans your Facebook account from running ads, and you want to rush and create a new account immediately, Facebook is going to flag that maybe as a bot. So it's always a good idea to have your backups way ahead of time. That way, if anything happens, you can always, keep your business going. But usually, if you stick to Facebook ad policies, your ad account or your ad assets will not be suspended easily. To take maybe an error or something, but just stick to the Facebook ad policies. That's the best you can do. And then have backups. Okay, have backups. Awesome. Value. Awesome. Now, let me see the next question. What is the best objective to use for targeting for a product-based business owners? Let me tell you guys something. Right now, when it comes to running Facebook ads, your problem should not be targeting. It was in the past that we used to have headaches on targeting, but right now your product should not be targeting. Facebook can see your ad and then know who should see your ad. Right now, my best converting ads are broad targeted ads, except if you are doing retargeting, then you already know who you already have the people you want to retarget in an audience bucket, in a custom audience. So that's that. But for new campaigns, broad targeting works very fine. Right now, 2023, who to target should not be your headache with Facebook ad. Okay. So the thing I do right now is start with broad targeting ads and then narrow down with retargeting. I don't really bother myself with all those interests, blah, 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 blah. Can I monetize my blogger site using a custom domain? Yeah, you need a custom domain. A custom domain increases your chances of AdSense approving your blog. So if you have a blogger, you know, site, get a custom domain. Which software are you using for this live stream? Okay, this software that I'm using now is StreamYard. It's called StreamYard. So this software I'm using, and you can use it. I'm doing everything from my StreamYard backend, and it's broadcasting to YouTube. You can even broadcast to multiple platforms at the same time. How do I make the sounds clear enough to be heard? I use this guy. This is the microphone that I use. How do I run Google Ads, Twitter ads? I already have tutorials on this on my channel. You can just look them up. Just convert my channel, search for Google Ads, Twitter ads. You'll see them. Full tutorials. I'll teach you everything. God bless you, brother. Amen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What is Pixel? Pixel is like a code to track events on your website. How do you deal with customers who do not appreciate your product? Awesome. Now there are a lot of people like this. As a matter of fact, this is kind of, especially if you're just starting, you're going to meet a lot of people like this. I remember back then when I was selling my first course, so somebody bought the course, and after going through the course, I was like, ah, this course is rubbish. I already know everything you talked about. It's very, very simple, blah, blah, blah. But the truth is, that's just them. First of all, that's just them. They might just, maybe they already know the topic, and their expectations were, you know, above what you were offering. At the same time, you still find people who will deeply appreciate what you offer. So maybe depending on the value they get from it, they appreciate it a lot. So just understand that, first of all, understand that you are going to meet this kind of people, maybe because they already know the topic, usually they already know it, or after the whole stuff, they feel like the money they paid is way more than the, what they got. But one thing I always do is, first of all, I try to make my product as valuable as possible. Like if you see it, your mind will be blown. That's one. Then good customer service. Okay. If you relate to your buyers very well, they value that a lot. So you want to, if you buy a course and then the person who bought the course from does not even have time for you and all of that, it kind of reduces the value of the whole course in the first place. So I try to offer great customer service, and that helps reduce complaints. So good value, good customer service. Anybody that I see complaining outside of that, that's just their problem, and you definitely get to meet them along the line. Objectives to use. I don't understand this question. You can use either, depending on what you want to achieve. Sale to sell product, traffic to get people to your website, leads to generate leads. Is there any free platform to host video courses? You could use Google Drive, Dropbox. You know, the only disadvantage of a platform like Google Drive is that people can easily access it, except if you restrict access. But if you have your course on platforms like maybe Udemy, Seller, people cannot download them. So there's no chance of maybe them reselling. I've seen a lot of people reselling those courses I uploaded to Google Drive, and that's not cool. But yeah, if you want to go for the free, if you want to go for something free, then you are willing to sacrifice a lot of other parts of the business. You could use Google Drive, Dropbox. Um, Let me take some few more questions before we round up. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Can I get higher demand on JVZoo by using Facebook ads? You can, if you are doing affiliate marketing, don't use Facebook ads to try to sell your affiliate product. Instead, do lead generation. Okay, generate leads, get them to an email list, and try to convert them from there. That way, if you have more products to sell in the future, you don't have to, start running ads to try to reach those people. You've already paid for it before. And Facebook does not even allow direct ads to all these affiliate platforms. You notice that your account just gets bound and all of that. What affiliate program or network can accept one without demanding a website? You can join seller. There are a lot of them. There are a lot of them. You don't need a website for a lot of affiliate programs. Even big platforms like, ClickBank, Warrior Plus, they don't demand that you bring your website. You can just submit a link, maybe a link to anything, and to be accepted. How to scale Facebook ads campaign that is profitable? Keep it running. Try to increase the budget, but increasing the budget does not automatically, translate into more return. So you want to notice at what point the whole stuff just breaks down. So if you start a campaign, and let's say your daily budget is $50, if you keep pushing the budget 60, 70, $80, chances are if the campaign is healthy, it will keep the result will be exponential to your budget, but it reaches a point where it breaks down and you are spending more than you are getting. So you want to look for that point. And once it gets to that point, what I do is to duplicate the campaign. Okay, duplicate the campaign, the same budget, like that. What platform can I get a premium mobile apps? I don't know the platform that does that kind of thing. How can I create email marketing? Just use system.io. System is a very good place to start your email marketing journey from. So you can start with system, then MailChimp is also another good place to start from, but I prefer system. Okay. If you buy a course from me, how long does it take to expire? Okay, access to my courses don't expire. If you buy any of my course, you get access to them for life. So there's no expiry, whatever. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. How do I start up immediately? You start making immediately? Did you start making money immediately? Or it took a long time? So guys, here's the thing about business and making money, right? Building a business takes time, but that does not mean all that time it will be zero for you. But that's one thing I want you to know. Any business, whether online business or you are building a business on site, it's going to take time. And what it usually requires of you, there is a certain level of skill and experience that you need to start seeing results in any business. So let's say, like I mentioned, let's say this business where you sell the information product, you need to learn stuff like copywriting, Facebook ad, like I mentioned. If you can learn those stuff, then you are going to start getting results. The problem most people have when they are pushing in on a business and then they are not getting results is they don't have the skills required to, get results from that business. Okay. So focus on the skill that will get you results. Focus on the skill that will get you results. And even if you don't blow up overnight, you are going to start seeing consistent results. Okay, you might not make a million naira, but maybe you might start by making maybe 50K, 100K, 200K, and you can build up from there. And then once you start making money, you should learn how to reinvest a part of your profit into developing yourself and developing your business. Can you tell how you get the exact product to sell? Okay, I just anything that I know, if I know something valuable, I turn that into a course. I've talked about that at the beginning. So I know how to edit videos with my phone. I created a course on video editing. There's no need to do special. If you know something that's going to be valuable to people, you can just work with that. I really appreciate that Toria's Tech blog. Yeah, you can always rewatch it. It will always be on my YouTube channel. You can just rewatch anytime you want. What's the best site to advertise my e-commerce product? Facebook. Facebook and Instagram. If you are trying to advertise in Nigeria, Facebook and Instagram convert the most. That's one thing I've noticed. I've used all the possible advertising platforms, but as far as Nigeria is concerned, Facebook and Instagram. How to set broad targeting? No entering of detailed targeting. So you don't enter interest, all those behavior. You leave that place blank. What's the minimum amount one can spend on a successful Facebook ad? The thing about Facebook ad, there's no minimum amount. But if you're just starting, start with as low or as much as you can risk. So if the ad does not bring in any results, you are not going to cry. So that's where you want to start from. Maybe if it's $10 for you, $20 for you, start from there. And then until you start getting results with that amount, then you can start pushing it up further. How can we drive traffic to our blog website? To drive traffic to your blog is SEO. Okay, SEO simply means search engine optimization. If you can create content that Google can show up, is it show up? If you can create content that Google will rank in search result pages, then that's the easiest way to get traffic. But then you can also use external traffic sources. So you can go to forums, Quora, you could use platforms like Pinterest, Facebook. There are Facebook groups with thousands of people. Once you create a blog post, take a snippet of your blog post, and share it in those platforms. And the forums and platforms you'll be using should have, if you are using a Facebook group, for instance, the group should have interest related to what your blog or your blog post is about. That will help you get those early traffic. And then if you create good content, Google will start ranking your blog post, and that's the best way to get traffic. It just keeps coming and coming and coming without you doing anything. Thank you so much, 7-star high income skills agency. How can I become full affiliate marketer? You learn it and then join affiliate platforms or affiliate networks and start promoting and start promoting the different products that they have. So guys, and with this, we've come to the end of tonight's broadcast. If I see a need to, maybe another time in the future, I'll bring up on that topic, maybe when we talk about Facebook ad fully, or we'll talk about landing page design. Any of these skills that I mentioned that you find helpful, maybe in the future, I'll come on live again to kind of walk you guys through in a very detailed step-by-step way, so I get everything you need. So probably that's going to be in the future. Maybe it could be anytime soon, or anytime I just find it comfortable to come up live again. I'm going to definitely do that. All right. But in the meantime, you can learn those skills by yourself. I have YouTube videos I'll show you how to do that. Facebook ad copywriting. I think I've created videos on almost all of these topics. But in the meantime, thank you guys for coming. I hope you had a great time here. And I wish you all a great night rest.